What's up, Trios Tribe? Bringing you guys another YouTube video. This is a deck list. We're back from Nats, and we still have so much energy from that event, everything that happened. Oh man, I feel like I have so much I want to say, and I don't even know where to begin. So we're just gonna start from the beginning. We top 64'd. If you were paying attention to some of my socials, I posted a picture of me and Gabumon. We took it all the way to top 64, getting exactly 64th place after standings. And man, was that exciting. It was what a wild ride. It's just so I'm still a little like don't know how to put it all into words. Being able to, for you guys that don't know, I don't play in events anymore. My last event that I played in, other than locals of course, was actually just last Nats, the Nationals. I have not, for basically a year, I have not participated in any major Digimon event. I just didn't want to is the best way I could say it. It's just not a priority in my life, like to compete in these events. But here we are. We're playing blue MetalGarurumon. So let's just start from the top. I genuinely believe that blue MetalGarurumon is the better version of the deck. We're gonna play 4 Sunamons. I don't believe in jamming Bukomon. Jamming Bukomon is cool. It does, like, knowing your body is going to live for free and you only have to live have to use your protections defensively is something that comes up, I guess. But something I feel like that comes up way more often for me is DP bonuses. As you guys see, we're fighting down. We're going against Red Hybrid. We're going against security control with their flame health sides or their long hair testacos, and things like a lot of DP based removal. And it comes up like just being like, I got some people quite a few times over the tournament having plus 1k from starter deck Gabumon, plus 1k from Garurumon, plus 1k from Sunamon. Suddenly my body's just bigger than they can handle on an average day, and that's all I need. After the Sunamons, we're on BT5 Gabumon. I considered playing the OP1 OG on play draw 1 Gabumon. I figured that I wanted to see. I wanted to probably dig for Omnimons and specific Garuru pieces more often. However, I do want to try. I'm probably going to redo the list and try this draw Gabumon to see if it's just going to be a consistency piece for me. Starter deck, as I said, starter deck Gabumon is the best blue Gabumon, honestly, outside of the X antibody, which this card is probably. I don't think it needs to go to 1, especially if the new Garurumon X antibody goes to 1. However, I get it. This card is very powerful. This card is very good. Searching for, yeah, you discard 1, but the discarding 1 fuels its own ability, so you it kind of works, you know. And then having the protection inheritable is insane. That's the 3s, right? After that, we have the promo Garurumon. You're discarding a lot, so raw draw power matters, and being able to swing multiple times lets you draw multiple times, and it's just where we want to be. And then 4 of the new Garurumon X antibody. It is going to 1 for a reason. It is a lot of raw draw power. Gaining 1 memory allows for turn extensions that this deck has never seen before. You guys start feeling like, remember BT11 War Greymon, where they were going from rookie to mega in a single turn on 1 memory sometimes? Like, it's some wild stuff. And to help with those turns, BT5 Garurumon, when digivolving, if you have Gabumon in the sources, gain 1 memory. Insane. You combo that with mental training, you digivolve for free and then gain 1 memory. Disgusting. If your opponent puts you to 1 with a mental training, you go to 2 and then go to X antibody, go to 3. If you have any cool boys, go to 4 or 5. It's just so much. And without saying like this guy's going to 1. So I don't know, there's just so much here that I just like, I loved and it worked, and I just don't get how purple does better. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like these cards just allowed so much of the deck to happen. And then towards the top, of course, you know, we start getting closer to like purple and blue start looking the same, but like, you know, playing one of the promo where Garurumon, it's at one for a reason. Maybe it could come back. I don't know. I think I have a playset of this really nice shiny version. Hopefully it can come back, just so I don't know, I can just OTK faster. However, the removal on where Garurumon matters a lot. The discard sucks. There's no one way around that. The discard kind of sucks. But the way I built this deck, honestly, towards the top end was pure removal. I wanted to answer Anubis boards, and I wanted to be able to look at an Anubis board, promote, and then craft a board in which when I go into my MetalGarurumon X Antibody from BT9, I am bouncing all 6s on the board because those will be their lowest levels after I'm done. And that follows suit as to why I'm playing the Where Garurumon from X Antibody from BT9 for that very reason. I believe that this one for now is the better one, while Anubismon is the deck to beat. I see the value in the new one, especially with the inheritable that allows your level 6s to restand by pitching a card, and that extra attack that allows you to be aggressive. But we're already pretty aggressive. So sometimes we might not need to be even more aggressive, you know? So yeah. I don't know. And the digivolving for 0, very relevant, comes up all the time for me personally, enough to where, yeah, I just want to sit there. And then we're on the starter deck where Garurumon, we have 3 of the pretty ones, so we only play 3. No, I'm joking. We do only have 3 of the pretty ones, but I like it. It's a good card. It's probably the best where Garurumon outside of the promo that isn't an X Antibody. And then to wrap it off with the level 5s, we're playing Sagittarius mode. Sagittarius mode, I love this card. Again, my whole goal here was through these cards, I was trying to clear Anubismon boards, bouncing 2 level 3s, deleting a level 4 lower, bouncing a level 4 lower. Before I even get to my ace, I am clearing 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies in this line. Depends on if you see this guy or not, obviously, but you know how it is. Yeah, and then this guy, like, being able to digivolve on the promos, because you guys know the old BT9 Where Garurumon combo where you swing with this once, restand, swing again, but then you use your X Antibody when attacking to go into your X to cheek out that second check. Yeah, I do that here. You can just do that here and get the second check without X Antibody, and actually won a game because I had this in my hand instead of an X Antibody, and I just digivolved on top and went for it. Busted. Just busted. And on top, you go on top of this guy too, and you get your on deletion proc a little earlier. Maybe then you restand and then, you know, go for another check, and now you have a different form of protection on your turn as well, which can be relevant. Also affects Omnimon as well. Level 6s, we're on 3 of Melga Ace. People are still not playing around Melga Ace. Oh man, does it feel good to just catch somebody by surprise. If any of my all my matches, I was really friendly with everybody. Everyone was really friendly with me. I feel like we played 10 rounds and I feel like I made 10 brand new friends. You know what I mean? So shout outs to anyone who played me. I don't want to like shout out anyone in particular. I'll probably reference your decks or a play here and there, but you guys were all great. I remember, especially like, I've added some of them on Discord, like, just everyone was great. I don't know where I'm going with this, but my spicy tech, MetalGarurumon from EX1. It's my favorite tech to play in anything blue, honestly. I played it back in BT7 in my blue hybrid list, and I'm playing it now. Basically, it was the oldie but goodie back in BT9 for a cheap MetalGarurumon to kind of try to OTK your opponent. But there is a second half to this card that I think is very underrated, and it says, when attacking, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand and a tamer in play, return one of your opponent's Digimon with an on deletion effect to the bottom of its owner's deck. Trash all of the deletion sources of that Digimon. Basically, I was expecting red hybrid. I was expecting security control with Shadow Serafi. I was expecting ruin modes. I was expecting to have to fight through not ruin modes. I was expecting to have to fight through some Leomons. Never saw a Leomon. And Devas. Actually, like, I figured, early rounds, someone's gonna be on Deva, someone's gonna be on Beelzemon. And all those decks have on deletion effects that you just get around for free, and it feels so good. Oh man, and it came up, and so this is my one of spicy tech, and I feel like in a 10-round tournament, if it comes up once, it was worth it. And you know what, it came up round 10 against a good buddy of mine. It was a team kill to get, we were both X2 round 10, so it was win and in. So we had each one of us had to win to make it to day 2, and it was a good friend of mine, and we took it from him. Feels bad. That's card games sometimes, but this card helped me get there, man. This card helped me bottom deck one of his 4 sovereigns, overflowing some memory, extending my turn a lot, and I just got to clear a body without worrying about those crazy on deletion effects that Diva can dish out. And yeah, I mean, we were on it for a reason, and it paid off. And again, people aren't playing around Ace, Melga Ace. When attacking by trashing one card, delete your opponent's level. Another. So now we got 1, 2, 3s out of the way, 1, 4, 2 4s, and then potentially a 5. You can try to use this to get rid of any 5s that are lingering on the board. And then finally, you clap with the better MetalGarurumon X Antibody, in my opinion. The new one's okay. The new one has its place. But again, I will reiterate, as long as Anubismon is one of the best decks of the format, and as well as Leviamon, being able to bounce multiple bodies and to do it, again and again, kind of where we want to be, man. However, like this and this, kind of makes me feel like maybe I should have been on the new Garurumon X Antibody, just because being able to proc the bouncing on your turn is pretty important. But I don't know, man. What a ride. And then to cap it off, we're on 3 Cool Boy, 2 of the old X Antibody. The new one has its place. If I were to change the list, I would probably add 1 of the new protoforms into the deck, just to try to smooth out different plays, get a heal, which is nice when I need it. For training is just the best card in the game right now. Everyone should be on it, and if your deck can't run trainings, you're at a disadvantage, in my part. And then on top of that, the oldie but goodie, X Antibody, Omnimon Blitz, and then Omnimon X Antibody from BT10. This old combo, great for just doing what we got to do, clearing that last security for free, especially since those security controls sitting around, and the Bailstar, Garuru Bailstar, Dogstar, I don't know what you guys want to call it. It's just a thing. And my last spicy tech was, I was trying to make this work. I thought this would be a good card against Anubismon. Turns out it wasn't. Full Metal Blaze, main effect, return 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand, then if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, return one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon to the bottom of the owner's deck. I underestimated how well Anubis can play with a small hand size. I thought they would be able to draw up to 8 a lot more than they were. Or at least not even up to 8, but like up to 6, and then I could bounce 2 things to get them to 8. I really thought I was going to be able to do that more than I had, and it just didn't quite work out. And then on top of that, this dodging level 5s beautifully really, really hurts you. It sucks. So yeah, we'll probably cut this. One of these will probably be an X Antibody protoform, and then we'll just turn the other one into a Kakaitis Breath. I don't know. We're gonna test it out, probably see what I could do. Again, it was one that we went into this format for a week, like yeah, we knew the cards. I kind of knew what I wanted to be on. I was between two decks for the longest time because I felt like that's just where I wanted to be. It was either this or Fenrir-Lugumon, and I just didn't believe my heart. Sometimes you just listen to your heart on these things, and it just told me that Gabu was gonna be the play, and it turned out like it kind of was. Top 64 is nothing to sleep at, man. Man, oh man, the event was. All right, so if you were a One Piece player, oh man, how do I even go about this? You know what? Hold on. I guess we're just gonna cut to my face. We'll just do a little like face reveal, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not like screwing over everyone's ears by like playing with this microphone too much in my hand. Yeah, the event was crazy, man. Oh man, if you were a One Piece player, I feel so bad for you. Oh man. This is my face, by the way. So after 10 rounds at a Digimon National, I was kind of surprised at how many people didn't thought I was like still a faceless YouTuber. For the most part, I do only like I only do my voice. But there are a couple of Risu rambles out there with my face, and not to mention with Eggman and Stage Zero Productions or whatever. I do a lot of commentary for One Piece, so my face is out there and I'm not like hiding it. So it's kind of funny to like all the people like, oh man, how come you never show your face on your videos and stuff? And I'm like, well, I don't consider myself faceless, but oh man. And like even then, like because I have the mat, so many people like saw me and stuff, and like they would see the mat and they'd get excited, and that was really cool to see I have fans. Like I don't consider myself anything special, homies. Like like I'm a dude with a camera. Like I don't know. I'm just, top 64 out of a 900 people. This is the only time I'm gonna brag, right? This is my brag video, and then we're back to humble. And I'm off frame a lot because I have a hard time looking at myself, honestly. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I can't I hate taking pictures, let's just say that. Like, I don't know, Eggman, every time he makes me put a stupid Twitter post about look at what we're doing today, like I die on the inside having to take that picture. You can probably tell. But man, okay, so let's I might have to make this a separate video. I wanted to make this at the end of my deck profile, but maybe we're squeaking a lot too, but maybe we have to make this a own separate video. But what a cool event, man. If you were a One Piece player, I'm freaking sorry, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen the other videos at this point complaining about what happened at One Piece Nationals. Life sucks. Life's not easy. Not everyone involved is like players. Like when the players are upset, the community is upset. I guarantee you guys, when I say community, I am also including everyone that worked the event. I'm sure, like, of course, nobody wanted that to happen, and I don't really want to harp on it too much, especially since Digimon kind of went off fairly well. So round one. I got paired into Jessmon. That guy was cracked. I lost to him. I top 64 losing round one, everybody. You just saw the combo twice. I think I had a brick or two maybe, but he played his deck well. He knew how to play Jessmon, and he played around me, and I thought that's all I can say, really, right? Like I got stomped by that guy. Yeah, and then round two happened. And I think I played against I remember what I played against. I just don't remember the order anymore. I played against, I think that was the Anubismon I played against. And that guy was wonderful as well. I remember he had the new Lady Devimon and Angemon mat, and he was just a pleasure to talk to. We were chilling. It was one of those people, like, you meet up, like you want to get an update on mid tournament when you see them. It's like I was coming up to him and being like, hey bro, I hope you're doing well. And he didn't top 64, but if I could talk to that guy again, I would. And then after that, obviously I didn't have an invite because I didn't play all year. I was pretty happy that the nationals tournament became anyone can sign up for. I think that's how it should be. I think we should have a big event for everyone. If we want to start having more exclusive events, I think we need to have more events. I don't know. I don't believe in exclusive events, so I'll always side I will always err on the side of, this is where I want to be. This is how I want it done. If we can make this better, let's make this better. Let's not go back to invites. It's looking like it's gonna be that, but I really don't know how to go on from there, you know. But so after round 2, the infamous round 2 buys that a lot of people won or achieved, was something that everybody we had to take a break. I don't think it was that bad of a break. Some people here and there, my friends included, were like, oh, that killed my vibe, I couldn't play well after that, blah blah blah. But it kind of made sense. You had I don't know how many Digimon round 2 buys there were that we had to like consider for, but it just makes sense. You're injecting all these players into a tournament that had already been running for 2 rounds at that point. It made sense there was going to be a little break, and it was nice because I was able to run out and grab a drink and some food. And as you guys know, any break is not a long break, like not a one piece. We started the tournament 3 hours late break, but like a quick little break to grab a hot dog right outside or a drink right outside. That was great. And then we got a real break later too, because they were trying to give us breaks to see some of like the shows they had. So that was great. Digimon ran fine after that small little break, injecting the O2 people. After that, I played a mix of 2 different red hybrids. I think we have a good matchup against red hybrid. After that, I mean, somewhere in there was a second Anubismon player that I did lose to. And then after that, we played 2 Black War Greymons. One was a team kill. I had a friend group. We all are friends, and you know, eventually you just start getting paired into friends if you're doing well. And I had to give him his second loss. That never feels good. Team kills feel bad. And again, all these players, like I was making friends with everyone that day. Like I said, granted some of them were team kills, so we were already friends, but I like saying I played 10 rounds and came out with 10 friends, you know. What else did I played against another team kill was a Royal Knights player. This guy was from Orlando, whereas the other 2 team kills I had are Miami peeps, because as you guys maybe you guys not follow my story enough, but I'm originally from Orlando or Miami. That's where I started my Digimon journey, and so that's the scene I grew up in. And then I moved to Orlando, so like, you know, I got 2 homes, I like to say, when it comes to card games, or Digimon at least. I have 2 homes, and I love them both dearly. But this one guy was from Orlando, and I was so happy to see an Orlando guy doing like well. The Orlando scene I don't think is quite as strong as the Miami scene, but you know, seeing him, like, man, we're respected, man. Like, I'm an Orlando guy too. He was playing Royal Knights. I was just able to, I think my deck just kind of is better against Royal Knights, to be quite honest. You're just able to deal with things. Something that's really fun to know: aces have less than 10. My Melga Ace, for example, has lower than 10 play cost. So you couldn't do the stall turns where you couldn't just achieve the stall turns where you would just play an Alphamon and stall for a turn with your opponent's boss monsters and stuff. And on top of that, Melga already is a deck where you're doing most of your checks at level 5. So you know what I'm saying? So it was just it was a matchup in my favor from the beginning. Where do we go from there? And then I lost to an Anubis, and then I played against Did I play against the Garuru? Maybe I did. I think I played against one purple Garuru, and I was able to just outspeed him. I feel like, again, I feel like we're the better list. So, that I don't like. I mean, some like you guys gotta remember when I talk about this stuff. Like, card games are luck. Like, there is a lot of luck in card games. You know, so that I probably got a win or two because my opponent just bricked or didn't see that one piece that would have flipped the game for them. And the same goes for me. Like against the noob, like my 2 losses. If I just saw, or even in top 64, if I saw a better hand, maybe I win. Like, so you guys are always take that with a grain of salt. I think that's an important thing we have to talk about when it comes to card games. But what a fun event. It was so much better. Oh man, it was so much better than last year. In my opinion, with Bandai's presence, with the shows, with like the cool scavenger hunt. I know side events got a little tricky, and people were a little upset with how side events were being ran, but I'm kind of willing to give the benefit of the doubt that it was a lot of people and they opened it up to a lot of people. Like, anyone could show up with a Digimon deck, get a spectator badge, and do side events. There was hiccups. There was stuff that, like, you know, people were short on time. And I feel like it always happens with these Californian events that, like, the venue, the time you have on the venue becomes the problem, and it's like, but I don't know, maybe we just need to not be I don't know what the solution is. I'm not a venue guy, obviously. I'm gonna keep playing with my hair, by the way. That's not stopping. I'm looking at myself and it is a mess. But where do we go from there? The event, I think, ran well, for the most part. Digimon ran well. Rest in peace, One Piece. But it was just so cool to meet with all my friends, doing one big thing, getting to see other content creators, getting to see Eggman in person. I've done so much work with Eggman this past year, and getting to see him and meet Yomi. So dope, so cool. I got to meet a lot of the One Piece people that I talk to on a regular basis through commentary and just like content stuff in general. Got to see Tyler from GFG, which is probably, in terms of Digimon, one of my closer contacts, friendships. I mean, he's friends with everyone, of course. Oh, and Dan Vang. Dan Vang is also, he's just not a content guy, but he's in everyone's lips. You know what I mean? Like, pause. Yeah. But man, like this event got me so rejuvenated. I don't know how to explain. Like, I came out of this event wanting to play more Digimon. Like, I feel inspired to do more events, like to actually like commit to doing Ultimate Cups this year, doing regionals, not for like the invite, because I don't believe they should give invites, but definitely just to play. Like, it felt so good. Like, you know, like I do the content stuff, and like typically I don't really feel like I need to like prove my worth as a player to the internet. Like, I know I'm like decent at the game, and I, like, you know, I have valuable opinions and takes, and like I have self-confidence, basically, is what I'm saying. But to have the receipts feels good. Yeah, it just feels good to have that receipt, you know, on paper, being able to say, yeah, I have proof that I'm good at this game. It's more than just talk. But again, it's some of it's luck, some of it's so many things to top an event, man. Where do I go? Do I just end it here? Yeah, man. The future of the channel is good. The future of Digimon is good. I know there's worries about, oh man, let me sidetrack again, because I'm really good at that. So much better than last year Nats. Last year Nats was a tier 0 format. I really hate Black War Greymon, and this, like, we thought that, like, I felt like this was gonna be a tier 1 format, and like, you know what, Anubis was a problem, but I just feel like so many more decks topped this event. Anubis was a deck that it was the best deck of the format, but it just wasn't a stranglehold on the format. Like, it felt like Black War Greymon, you needed specific outs, you needed specific decks to even try to beat Black War Greymon, and if you weren't on those decks, you were just gonna lose those matchups, and Black War Greymon gave you nothing of leeway. And Anubis isn't like that. Anubis is definitely like, it's a strong deck, it's a fast deck, it can win, it's gonna win, but like, you were able to like, there were so many decks that would like, I have a plan, I have a strategy, and I built my deck to have a strategy against Anubis because I needed a strategy against Anubis, and we are going to consistently do that plan. And I think it made the format interesting. Well, I mean, would I rather Anubis not be as powerful as it was? Absolutely. I mean, you can look at eggmanevents.com. It's finally like security free, so most people should be able to go that. He fixed the security issue. So if you've been having trouble going to eggmanevents.com, try now. There was some work done to try to solve the issue, and I think we got there, so check. Anubis was like, 25 decks of the top 64, so that was a lot. More than half, or no, what am I saying? It was a little less than half, so we're probably like around 45% or something. This 40%, like, it was a lot of the meta was Anubis, but just as a player, it did not feel as toxic as Black War Grey format did. So having this is another Nats format where it was a 1 week format, which sucks. But yeah, anyway, man, I know last year was like the exodus for a lot of people, and it makes sense. Like, One Piece was coming out, and One Piece is clearly the game to play if you want the more competitive game, or the game that's going to reward you more bread wise. Make that butter, I guess. But yeah, no, I came out of last Nats and I'm like, man, I hate Digimon. I still play it because it's the game I find the most fun for now. Yeah, but I come out of this Nats and I'm like, man, like, I just want to play more Digimon. Like, I'm so excited to go into BT15, especially since we're already getting like ban lists that are going to address some of like the glaring problems in the coming sets. Man, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait for the future of Digimon, and look out for the future of the channel, guys. Man, I don't know. I want to push the channel. I want to push streaming. I want to push like the sim content. Maybe I'll start making sim content. I want to push what I can do as a creator. I want to work with other Digimon. Like, I want to work with DigiPanda more, and we're in talks of doing stuff, and it's looking good. And like, regardless of what things may happen, I definitely think that Digimon is in a good spot. I had so much fun at this event. I had so much fun in California. Side events were cool. I don't I don't know, man. It was fun. It was fun meeting everybody. It was fun playing. I liked it. I think I'm gonna end the video there. I'm gonna probably just millennial cut it by being slow, but like, share, subscribe. Risu the Squirrel. Stay tuned.